whatever you wanted to, that's fine.
Ready?
I got it. Yes.
You good? All right, 7 o'clock, might as well start the meeting. If we could all please stand for a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everybody. Getting right into our agenda here, we have a resolution, which is appointing Elaine Berg to the Murray Town Board to a term beginning November 17th, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025. Just to explain, Elaine was re-elected here in our November election, so she has opted to come in between now and the end of the year and then rejoin us at the beginning of the year. So with that, Elaine, if you would, yep, I need to make a motion for, motion by Mr. Valentine, second by Mr. Christ. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Elaine, if you'd like to come up and take the oath of office.
Raise your right hand, wherever you want to be. I, Elaine Berg,
I, Elaine Berg,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of town councilperson
the duties of a town councilperson
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Right?
Yep. Thank you. Congrats.
Welcome back.
And with that, you can have a seat up at the table here if you'd like. Okay. Next on the agenda is the approval of the town board meeting minutes from October 14th public hearing and work meeting. Any comments or anything like that from any of the board members regarding that meeting? With that, can I get a motion and a second to approve the October 14th public hearing and work meeting minutes?
Sure.
Motion by Mr. Valentine, second by Mr. Lang. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
I'm going to abstain since I
Okay.
wasn't at that meeting.
Okay. Motion carried. With that, the October town board meeting minutes. Any questions, comments about the October board meeting minutes? With that, can I get a motion and a second to approve those minutes? Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Mr. Lang. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Abstain.
Motion carried. Town clerk report.
I'm just finishing typing. October receipts totaled $2,140.80, with $1,643.84 going into the general fund. I did receive notice last week from the Department of State that they received local law number 1 of 2025, the flood prevention one, and it's now on file in the state records in Albany. The town website has been converted to townofmurraynewyork.gov. I've been working with Bill, as I told everybody, to get our emails.govs also. It's been a task because I'm trying to coordinate when people are not using their computer so he can dial in and do it, but we're getting taken care of. Also, the assessor wants to change grievance day back to regular grievance day. When Stephanie was here, we adopted a local law because she was assessor in multiple towns and she couldn't do it on grievance day. Louise would like to move it back to, I believe, the 4th Tuesday in May. So that is going to entail local law, which I will try to draw up and have to the board by next meeting, so you can, introduce it and you guys can schedule a public hearing on that local law. Okay? That's all I have.
Okay. Our assessor is not here tonight, so I'm gonna go right into code enforcement, planning and zoning. Building permits issued for October were 8. Building inspections were 16. Certificates of compliance issued were 4. E-codes 360, Kevin has done the review of the final draft of E-code is complete. There were 86 questions that needed to be addressed. In total, all questions have been addressed. Fire inspections or operating permits due in 2025 are reported as all being completed. Kevin's not quite sure if that's the case. He's still trying to review that and verify that all of the fire inspections have been done for 2025. There was a total of 10 building permit applications in the month of October. 8 applications were approved and permits were issued. 2 applications are pending, waiting on supporting documentation. Zoning Board of Appeals, no applications for the month of October 2025. Planning Board meeting for the month of October was canceled. The next Planning Board meeting is scheduled for December 1st, 2025 at 7 p.m. Also, with respect to code enforcement, Kevin Moore is kind of, during the winter months now, going to an as-needed basis. So he wanted me to let everybody know that, he is available via cell phone. I did put a note up on his door if anybody comes in and needs any code enforcement issues addressed. He can be reached via cell phone and he'll address them as they come along, but things have slowed down, so it doesn't make sense for him to be in here all day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and part day Thursday. So he will be available, just need to give him a call. What not on the agenda was Justice Court. Mike, I wasn't quite sure if you were going to be here tonight or not. Do you have a report here?
All right, let's see, in October, we had 93 total cases, 24 criminal, 10 small claims, and 3 of them from the same person. 3 different things in their household for about $9,000, but 32 vehicle and traffic and 28 to pay past fines. And we did collect almost $5,000, $4,900 in fines this past month, which normally it's about 2,000. So, and Maria let me know that she thinks we've already surpassed that this month. So that's going back and sending these out. People are getting nervous about losing their license, so they're coming in and paying these fines. So, we're gonna work on, probably this week or next week, because we got a month gap because of the holiday, to get that, room done upstairs to put our files in. I'm gonna find out how much our town is getting back. Do you remember?
We get the town gets a bill from the comptroller for what's due to the state, and then we just keep the rest.
Oh, is that how it goes?
It's not a lot.
Well, I know it's not a lot. Well, I know the state gets a lot more, but
I can show you past ones.
Would you hazard a guess as to what the percentage is?
No,
Okay, all right.
it would be a total guess. Well, yeah.
And where does that money go in your budget?
no, we get it, we give it back right to Jerry, and we deposit it into an account, and then it goes to, comptroller's
We
office.
deposit it, and then we send a check every month to the comptroller.
Yeah.
But what we keep goes in the general fund?
Goes into, yeah, it's
Okay.
just in our fund, yeah.
Jerry did get us their new signs, on our door and up front here, which I appreciate. And I'm gonna get with you about getting an enclosed mailbox so we can have all our mail put on it, and anybody that wants to come in and pay a fine can drop it in the mailbox. And the only other thing, I'll get together with you, our our rug back there is starting to come up. I think I don't know, it doesn't need to be replaced, but it definitely needs to be,
Resecured?
yeah, it's starting to bunch up in places and it's going to be a tripping hazard, so. And that's it.
We did look at a new drop box for mail. Actually, Cindy and Annette had requested a larger one because of the amount of mail that gets dropped off, especially during tax time. We did order one from Uline here earlier in the year, but what we found was the highway guys were able to stick their hand in the mailbox all the way down to the bottom and could grab any, wasn't secure at all. So we sent it back, but we're trying to find something that's large enough, that's secure enough, that when people drop envelopes in there, somebody can't reach their hand in there and grab it and take it away. So we'll work on that and get that taken care of.
I can find out through the state, they probably have something that is made for that kind of stuff for more security.
Yeah, if they have something, I'd be more than happy to entertain that, because we definitely need a bigger drop box than the one we've got right now. It's not big enough for sure.
No, and I think ideally, the way it's set up now with in the door is good for us. I don't know how I would feel about having a standalone one outside.
No, I wouldn't have it out, it would just be outside of
Out of your door,
our
right.
door, not outside.
Right,
outside.
but I mean,
Outside
one
of-
for us would be ideally into the building, so someone
Like the
can't
school has.
somehow. Yes, yes. I'll look into that.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Mike. Dirk, highway and water?
There's not a lot to report. Before winter, we got the trucks all set. We've had some windy evenings or nights where the guys have been going out loud and picking up the dead ash trees. Had some Lake Road. We lost, I believe, 3 power poles went down, transformer. So National Grid's got a spot dug out where the oil came out of the transformer on Lake Road. They're supposed to come back. They got a pile of dirt there. And we had to barricade it better today. Nobody's been back to barricade it, but we've had a couple of trips of the nuisance snows. Everything's gone good with the trucks so far. Nothing to really report on the water at all.
How are we on salt right now?
We're good. We're real good. November has started out very cold. They're saying the beginning of December is going to be really eventful. So compared to the past years, it's totally different. But I think I'm hoping to make it through to next year with what's in the building. So, but I think we're good.
You got my email here this morning about Allstate and the claim number
Yep.
and all that stuff?
Yep.
Okay, we're
Yep.
good there.
Got that.
NYMER, that inspection, made any progress on that at all?
We've just done the torches.
Yep,
Talked to the guys about the fuel tanks have to be placarded and painted or whatever. And of course, we're not going to do anything with the no parking in front of the doors yet or anything. But yeah, they'll be able to nibble away at that in the wintertime. They are making a dent in the highway garage as far as like a thorough cleaning and organizing, putting some things in different places to kind of reorganize the shop. So, which I like what they have out there, what they've started. So, but other than, I mean, they're keeping busy. We've had employees off taking vacations that they haven't taken all summer before the end of the year that they use for hunting and stuff. So we really haven't had 3 guys on working. They're available for plowing or whatnot, but they just haven't been here. The one employee took all his vacation time at one time here in November for hunting and whatnot, so he came back today. So we should start having a full crew here very shortly.
any luck on getting a 4th guy at all, or any interest, any applications? Nothing now, huh?
Nothing, no.
Okay.
You think it's worthwhile advertising again?
We'll cross that when we're ready. But yeah, that's a possibility, yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. John, county legislator?
Not a lot. A couple things. Village of Holly needs a planning board member. So if anyone in the town knows anyone that lives in that village, try and get them to consider helping them out. Because the county planning board needs a representative from Holly. They haven't had one in a couple of years. So if you guys know of anyone that lives in the village.
They have a combination planning and zoning, don't they?
Well, it's the county planning board.
Oh, the county.
So they need a representative from all the districts and municipalities. So if you know anyone, they could use that. As you mentioned about codes with E-Codes 360 and you found like 80-some things, one of the things that we're seeing is, especially with E-Codes 360, and I don't know what you guys were looking at, but there are inconsistencies in their codes. I mean, it's a product. So if there's a way, I don't know what he was looking for, but if there were some things that were inconsistent, it's better to address them now before you re-up those codes. For example, one of the municipalities, they've got, it's like camping. They don't allow camping in the municipality, but in their code, it says that you can have RVs on your property. You're not allowed to use them on your property in one section. The next section says if you own property, you're not allowed to allow people to use them on your property. But then under the exceptions clause, you can have up to 2 and you can use them on your property. So, it's just things like that. It's a product. I don't know if they can do it with AI and just go through the code and say, are there inconsistencies or what? But it's something to look into. And that's just one
I
example.
honestly, I think that's been done.
Okay, good. It just
That's
is.
the whole benefit of E-Code
Right.
360.
Well, and this one, I found myself half a dozen of them, so it's just, and I don't know what I'm doing. The EMS study is now underway. I think you guys have been pretty much briefed on that, and if you guys met with the study group, the company that's doing the EMS study, they did, we had the kickoff meeting last week, and then they were supposed to start meeting with jurisdictions and with the fire districts and the companies and all that
I
stuff.
haven't met with anybody.
Okay,
yet.
well, it's coming, so you will. And then last but not least, we've got the Association of Municipalities meeting tomorrow night, and we're doing, if you can bring canned goods for the food pantries, we're trying to help out for the holidays
That's tomorrow.
tomorrow night, yeah.
At, in Albion there
At Tavern.
Tavern.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
Any questions for me?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any public comments as it pertains to any resolutions here tonight or agenda items? If not, we will go on to new business. First on the agenda is the approval of interfund transfers. Basically what that is our accountant will transfer money from some lines to other lines to make sure that we have enough money to pay for certain items. I won't go through all of that, but I do need the board members to all sign and date this interfund transfer here tonight before we leave, and I'll make sure that I get it to our accountant tonight. With that, can I get a motion and a second to approve the interfund transfers as recommended by our accountant?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Mr. Valentine.
I haven't seen it, so,
Why I didn't give it to you?
no.
I'm sorry.
It's in your mailbox.
Oh, okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I
Abstain?
guess I.
Okay, motion carried. Next on new business is appointing the operator and responsible charge for the Town of Murray Public Water System. The town board of the Town of Murray hereby appoints Dirk Lamis as the operator and responsible charge for the Town of Murray Public Water System. Can I get a motion and a second to approve that? Motion by Mr. Lang, second by Mr. Christ. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Lastly, on new business, Scott, I don't know if you care to comment at all, but you had mentioned about reviewing and modifying our rules for public comments.
Yeah, I just thought that the rules should be maybe fine tuned or at least definitely reviewed. And read to the public maybe when we do have public comments, so people are aware of, how we should be doing public comments.
We generally have the rules on the back of our agendas when we hand them out at the beginning of the meetings. I don't know if you've got them on the back of your agendas here tonight. I will take full responsibility for that. I think it's sometimes here for the last couple of years, we've kind of gotten off track with respect to public comments. Generally speaking, we try to have somebody come up, state their name, state where they live, give them 5 minutes to make comments, and cap it at that. It makes the meetings, I guess, a little bit more orderly. So I guess I'll be the first to admit that going forward, I'd like to stick to the rules of the agenda and try to have more orderly comment periods from the
Allows the
public.
home
suggest
viewers to know who's speaking too.
And I think we could look it over, maybe in that at the next meeting, see if we need to make any changes.
I got a work meeting next Tuesday. If you want to review it next Tuesday, we can do that too.
Yeah. I was at a training it was actually a planning board training. Some people think there's rules that you have to give your name and address. I'm not sure if that's an actual rule for the town, but I know there's school boards and stuff were mandating people to do that, and they forced somebody to say their name and address, and that person actually they were kind of trying to avoid people that were stalking them.
Oh, yeah, understood.
And then it was in public records, and then that person found them. So I just want to make sure that that's,
We can request.
we
it,
request your
maybe,
name and address,
not
but I just want to make sure
require.
can we force them to? I don't know.
Okay.
So that's something we have to look into, because I did go to a training that says you can't,
I'll look
but
into
that
that.
wasn't for a town.
I'll try to find out.
Okay. No, good point, for sure.
Very good point.
Anything else regarding that? Old business, any comments at all regarding any old business that we've had here the last several months? If not, any public comments from anybody? Sure.
I don't think you should be giving your address out. You can give your name out, but give your address out for what it's worth. You said that Dirk Lamus is in charge of the water now, the water system. And does he have his own administrative assistant or secretary, and who would be in charge of that individual?
He has a secretary, that would be Patty Knapp. She's the highway and water clerk.
Okay, and who does she answer to? Does she answer to you or does she answer to Dirk?
Well, that's something I've asked myself quite a few times.
Okay.
To me, being the highway and water clerk, I believe she should be answering to the highway and water superintendent.
Okay. All right, and has she been doing that job for quite a while?
Well, she's been doing that job for maybe 4 months, maybe? 3 or 4 months?
All right, I think you answered my questions. And it's nice to see you, Elaine.
Thank you.
Nice to see you on the board. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was just curious about that, but I didn't want to say, okay, Dirk, who's your administrative assistant or who belongs to it. I wanted it up here on the record, so we know. So we're not 100% certain of who's in charge of the individual.
We could easily find that out
So,
by calling the Association of Town.
Yeah, I mean, we are required to have somebody on that is a responsible person in charge. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody with the town, but we are required by law to have somebody designated as that person. It doesn't mean that's the person that's going out to sample water or
no,
do anything
I'm
like
more
that.
concerned
he's not the
about
clerk.
the Excel sheets,
Oh.
who's
The clerk.
putting everything in. That's my question. Who's putting the information into
From like water meter reads and
water,
stuff like
yeah,
that?
For all that.
Yep, she is the person that's doing
Okay,
it.
all right, thank you.
Yep.
David Paul, and I do have to say tonight is the most I've seen the town board interact. Prior to this, the only thing we ever heard was make a motion, second it, agree, and meeting's over. I think things should be explained before people vote on it, so everybody knows what is really happening. Now, I also, when the supervisor mentioned some things about Dirk, I approached one of the highway guys and I said, listen, the way I understood, it was only Dirk, not the highway guys. Well, I was told I was wrong, and then when I tried to find out, why aren't we taping these meetings like the rest of the towns?
They are.
They are.
They're on YouTube.
Where are they taped? On the Zoom?
They're on
They're on the
YouTube.
website.
Yeah,
If you look at,
And on
go
the
on the website under live stream, they're on YouTube.
okay.
We generally have not live streamed work meetings, but we've been live streaming these meetings, board meetings,
Well, I
ever
don't
since
think
I've been on.
workshop meetings should be there anyway. But it seems to me we should still have a tape recorder where Cindy can mark down today's date, town board meeting, and keep a file of it.
Well, and then that's foilable. So anybody can come in here and ask me for a tape and I have to replicate that tape and give it to them.
Right, and then charge them.
Well, I mean, it's on YouTube. Anyone can watch.
As far as the discussions that we have work meetings twice a month usually, that are open to the public, that are advertised,
Correct.
that public are welcome to, and that's where I mean, if we did that at this meeting, we would be here till probably 1 a.m. I'm just saying that's how many hours we spent before we come to this,
Okay.
and so we do it so the public would have to sit
Residents of
through
town of
it.
Murray need to know that. And when you see all the stuff on Holly Watchdogs, come on, there's people, Lloyd's on there, bad-mouthing somebody. He never knew he was being taped. So somehow we need to get these people together and say, hey, come to the town board meeting and express your concerns. There was a complaint on there. My wife told me that somebody figured the water was being overcharged and immediately blames the water clerk for it. If you got a better idea on how to charge water, come to the town board and show us a better way. I mean, when I come to the town hall, I see Mrs. Knapp, she's working all the time. And for only being here for 4 months, personally, I think she's doing a good job. And the other thing I see that was a big problem is the town board didn't really back up the supervisor, and Dirk's people in the garage came to his defense immediately. So town board, you guys need to back up your supervisor, just like the guys in the highway backed Dirk up.
Can I make a statement? We have a relatively new board here now.
This is the most active
We have-
board I've seen in
I'm
months.
saying we have a relatively new stable here,
Right.
and I think things are gonna be working a little bit differently.
Well, I
Not to say that
certainly hope
anybody
so.
did anything wrong in the past, but I'm just saying, I
Right.
think we all get along very well, including everybody else, the highway
Okay.
guys and Dirk and Mike, everybody here, I think is
And one other thing,
very respectful.
I know there's a big thing about Town of Murray on Dirk's truck. Look at it this way. All the Murray trucks are red. Dirk's truck is white. Put the Town of Murray on it. Now the residents see the red truck out on the side of the road working. All of a sudden, a truck shows up, says Town of Murray, it's white. Obviously, that's got to be the supervisor or the person in charge. So he gets out, he's talking to the worker. Think of the impression that puts on the person that sees that happening. It says, hey, this town's right on the ball.
It would be nice, but that's definitely a Dirk.
Right, I understand, but it's just,
Yeah.
you know, we're all trying to improve the town, not degrade it. Now, I see the salt shed out there, and I hear all this talk, oh, we're gonna repaint it. That salt shed is ready to fall down.
It's on the
Orleans-
agenda.
Pardon me?
We're very well aware of that.
Okay, well, Orleans Construction will sell concrete blocks to the town at a cheaper rate than anybody else can buy them. From the Amish, you can buy hoop buildings.
Dirk's already aware of that. He's working on it.
Okay. Well, if you go to the Village of Brockport and look at their hoop building, it's held up very well. So instead of spending money on this,
No doubt.
spend money on something that's gonna last 50 years.
And how much do you want your taxes to go up? No, it's been discussed and we're trying to work on that.
Okay. But the residents of John and Murray don't know that.
Well, to
maybe
be honest, I
this is
mean, they need to come to
something-
board meetings or work meetings.
But
I do think David makes a valid point that maybe we should put a little bit more background behind some of these things.
sure.
We
That would
tend
be
to
nice.
spend a lot of time, as you mentioned, at the work meeting, but when we go to vote on it, we could put a little bit more detail.
So the residents know what's going on. The other thing is, you mentioned that people that come up here should state their name and address. I think their name is more than sufficient. I don't see any reason why anybody that wants to get up here and speak has to give their address.
I think it should be optional too.
Okay? Then leave it up to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And the other thing is, when Jeff Martin was here on the town board, things ran very smoothly, and Jeff would advise the town board immediately. So why don't we get a town attorney? There's plenty local. Jeff Martin may consider coming back just for this.
No, he
You
won't.
I don't
got,
want to ask.
well, I'm not saying I talked to him once, and once was yes and once was no. And there's John Sansone, there's Michael Keith. There's a lot of local attorneys. Buddy Lester, I happened to be with him this morning. He said he might be interested. But just to represent the town, and then if we need big, heavy hitters, all the big boys from the city. And actually, you get the big boys out of Buffalo cheaper than you can get them in Rochester.
We are talking about our town attorney because, of course, it's the end of the year and we're gonna have to renew contracts with whoever we have. So we have talked about options for town attorney and a lot of other things too. I will say that we're trying to better the communication amongst the board and the departments here at the town. I certainly don't want everybody to agree with everything I say here because then it wouldn't be constructive. We need to have some good,
I
healthy
agree.
disagreements sometimes. So I certainly don't think everybody should agree with what I say, and I don't want that, but I do want our board to be more vocal on some issues, just to let people know what their feelings are. And I've told the board that myself, so.
Well, with the town attorney, in my opinion, I think it would run smoother and probably, Cindy, you've been here longer than anybody. You probably could say yes or no to that one too.
Well, I mean, I don't have a vote, but I would love an attorney here every.
I
Yeah,
think it's valuable.
okay.
I mean,
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Any other public comments? With that, if there's no other comments, can I get a motion and a second to pay bills and approve the supervisor's financial report? Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Mr. Lang. All in favor? Aye.
I didn't see the financial reports.
you can look at the, if you could.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause- Dirk, did you put those back? Are they okay?
Yes. I
So could you
agree.
just quickly go through them?
Yeah, I started.
No, I'm talking about the board because,
Oh.
and then we can pay them all tomorrow. Could you do that after the meeting?
Yeah, everybody okay staying just to make sure we
Yeah,
go through it?
yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Great.
But I
Alright.
didn't see the financial report, so I'm gonna abstain.
Okay.
We're all in agreement with that? We don't need to do an executive
Nope.
session for that.
If anybody wants to stay and watch us, they're more than welcome, the public.
Okay, if there isn't anything else with that, would I ask for a motion and a second to adjourn tonight's meeting? Motion by Mr. Lang, second by Mr. Christ. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Thanks for coming to tonight's meeting. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Where do I sign this?
Not that one. Jerry has the original, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I have to sign anything.
That's-
Okay.
no. Dirt. There's changes. Make them now.
Which one we gotta sign?
This one here that I got.
Are there some, what, is this something I don't think? No.
It's fine. These are all the mics.
Yeah.